Welcome back, folks! Alrighty, it is time to get real in this game. So we're going to Kakariko Village next. For the two sets I've been talking about forever now, the Stealth Suit and the Radiant Suit, or the Bone Suit as I like to call it. Alright, so as you can see, I've taken the liberty to warp over here to the Twin Peaks. And if you haven't already gotten so, there's a Korok seed there. And also look at these cliff walls. There's plenty of swift violets here. You might find a sneaky river snail and some good fishing in here as well. Alright, so we're actually going to head north from here. There's a little hot spot I want to collect loot from here. There's a Korok seed and a treasure chest down there. There's a couple of pickups along the way, excuse me. Korok seed there. Let's see here. There's a Hudson puzzle around here somewhere. Actually, I think it's right here. Korok seed there. A shrine. We need our shrine. That's over here. So that should give you guys a good idea kind of where we're heading and all the fun stuff we're going to be collecting. Oh, actually, before we hit that shrine. Alright. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get going. Now, I've been talking about these suits, guys, because they just really open up the game for me. And that's part of the reason why I've kind of hit the spots that I've hit thus far. I just kind of double-checked my inventory here, and I've actually got everything I need for the Bone Suit and the Stealth Suit to be upgraded twice to the set bonus level. So, I was actually shy 2 Moblin guts, which kind of surprised me because I've been killing Moblins, but that's okay. Whenever I get to that point, I'll kind of give folks an idea where you guys can get these materials when the time comes. That way, if you're short as well, you'll have a pretty good idea what you need to do there. Alright, so our first Korok seed right in front of us here. There is a cooking pot there. Feel free to get some cooking done if needed. The cool thing about this one is it's under the bridge, so you don't have to worry about the rain here. Okay, so I've already got long distance bows. I got my Zonite bow and my Dusk bow. The benefit to the Phonics bow is that one will actually zoom in a little closer. You know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and grab it. Normally I would leave this here, but I feel like I should probably talk about bows a little bit at some point. So the Dusk bow will zoom in a little bit. It's got good range, it's a long distance bow, but it doesn't zoom in much. Actually, it doesn't zoom in at all, really. Very, very little, if any. Alright, so then we go to our Phonics bow. Now we're talking zoom in. And it's got about the same distance, to be honest. I've been in different situations where I've had to shoot things at a distance, and I've tested both. They're pretty comparable to each other, if not exactly the same. So, it's just really that zoom-in benefit that you might want to take one over the other. Or, even stock both like I just did. Alright, folks, moving right along here. Now, there's a couple of flowers here. And you're going to need a lot of these. You're going to need 9 to get the stealth set up to its first level. And then another 15 on top of that to get it up to its second level. So it's 15, 9, 24 altogether is what you'll need for your suit upgrade. Alright guys, moving right along here. There's a couple of stray mushrooms and whatnot in the area, but honestly, just, for brevity, I'm going to just kind of hit the pins that I marked there. For the most part. There might be something that catches my attention, me and shiny rocks. Speaking of shiny rocks, while you guys were away, or I should say while I was away, I absolutely did finish clearing out the Barbarian Cave. Or whatever that cave was called, Walnut Cave or something like that. Where we got our leg wraps. And, I got a claymore, a knight's claymore, and I basically just made a rock hammer out of that. But gosh, I got a lot of gemstones. I didn't ever get my other diamond, which was sad, but yeah, I had good, like, topaz, rubies, Sapphires. They were taking care of me today. Okay, so after I was done with that cave, I actually broke a few weapons in there. You know, killing all this stuff. The likes, the boss Bobkin, and all that other stuff. So I actually ended up going back over to Hyrule Castle to do another castle raid. And just to kind of show you guys where I'm at now with my inventory. I took a moment, as you can see, kind of went around the castle there, got my bows kind of beefed up. And I killed a few moblins. Again, I think I already mentioned that for the guts, but I went ahead and took their monster parts as well, so I can actually do a little more weapon crapping here. Weapon crapping. I said that backwards. Weapon crafting. We're going to make an L shape with these two skinny things, but get it so it's on the floor for the attach point. We don't want it up there like it is now. Well, that might be as good as it's going to get. We'll see if this works. It might still be just a hair too tall, but same thing here. Make sure it kind of looks like that. There should be a little space so it's not flush. And if my calculations are correct, this should slide right in here. Come on, baby. Okay, so you might have to play with it a little bit, kind of like what you just saw me do there. I'm having issues with this. Normally it's a lot easier to get in here than this. That might be because I don't have the thing all the way down on the ground. So let me try repositioning that actually and see if that can make a difference here. There we go. Whoops, I went too far that time. Alright, so once you got it in there, you know, a little bit tricky, but now you can see the bottom one is flush, the top one is not. Alright folks, once we're done with Mr. Hudson there, or President Hudson, keep an eye out on these cliff walls. A lot of times I see a lot of frogs spawning in here. And the cool thing is you can just kind of walk up to them and collect them. You don't necessarily have to shoot them or anything like that. Huh, he didn't run far. Okay, there used to be beetles on this tree. I don't think so much in this game. But honestly, I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen frogs yet. Sticky wall frogs. That is not a sticky wall frog. Where are these dudes at? Alright, so let's forget about the frogs for a moment. It's not raining in my game, so I'm going to take advantage of this Korok seed here. The thing I like about these cliff walls is it's real easy for me to actually see them. They're pretty good contrasting against the backdrop or the... Okay, there's one right there. Okay, I see a couple now. Oh yeah, I got a couple. Now, also, in the old game, there was always a beetle on this front gate. Now, I haven't always seen this guy. He isn't always consistent, but since I've got him here in my game, it's a great time to bring it up. Take a picture of that guy. Actually, you get a picture of those sticky frogs, too. I should have mentioned that. Reason being is at some point we might need to collect these for suit upgrades, depending on what you do and don't want to upgrade. So you're going to want pictures of those so that you can go hunting for them at some point down the road. Okay, and since I don't have stealth on, I'm going to approach that guy super, super slow. Otherwise I'll lose him there. Okay, so this one does tend to respawn. You know, you can come back and check periodically. And, you know, get them as many times as you need them there. Just to kind of show you on the map where we're at this point. That was that gate right there. Alright, continuing on. I've got a few sticky frogs. I got my pictures. Welcome to Hot No Village, folks. Or, see? I did it in the last video, too. I'm getting them backwards because I'm doing them backwards order from the last game. So, Hot No is Kakariko the whole time, and now Kakariko apparently is Hot No. Alright, so I like to just kind of go right up to the left there because it's easy to do, you know, especially if it's raining. But this gives us a little altitude so we can take care of a couple of items while we're up here. And you guys know me and my magic formula. I like to pop 10 parts into this thing every time I come across a new one. Okay, we're getting big wheels now. That's new to us in our walkthrough here. But I think pretty much everything else we've already gotten. So let me make sure all those unlocked on the map. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, in addition to that shrine, now that I got some pins back, there's a couple more things here in the area. This one's going to be a little tough to get to. There's actually another Korok seed up here, but I'm probably not going to do that one. We'll see how I feel about it when I get there. But, oh yeah, Impa's house, we'll remember that. There's another one right over here. Okay, so quite a few more to scoop up here still. But again, taking advantage of no rain. Gonna go right for that shrine. If it is raining, feel free to get an ascend point here, and that'll help you out. For now, I'm just gonna activate the travel gate. And we'll continue on our little looting excursion here in Kakariko Village. Hey, I said it right that time. Okay, so I'm actually going to just go ahead and go that way. Now, I'm going to fly all the way to the end there, and then backtrack. Reason being is there's more sticky frogs along the walls. So this way we only have to walk this distance one time. Alright folks, so here's our Korok seed coming into view. There should be an ascend point under here. You might have to work at this one a little. But it's there. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to keep a sharp eye out for those sticky frogs I just mentioned. Speaking of the devils, there's one of them right there. Okay, if you crawl up all over them, they will eventually start hopping away, so if you're going to do what I'm doing, just try to be quick. Now that one might be a little tricky because of the way he's situated there. So, you know, I kind of use my discretion whether or not I think I can get to them or not before they hop away. I think that's pretty much it. Nothing too spectacular in here, just an amber, but hey, they all add up. And guys, we're going to be spending some rupees here in a hot minute. Let me tell you, those suits, well, first of all, we're going to do a little side quest after this. This way, we're not spending, like, you know, ridiculous amounts of rupees on the starting price, I guess we can call it. Long story short, there's a side quest we have to do to help somebody out. And that guy almost got away from me. And once we help her out, then the price drops back down to normal. I think it's a total of 1,800 rupees for the stealth suit, and then it's 2,400 rupees for the bone suit. So you can see that's going to get expensive fast. But don't just sell things to get the rupees for the items. Don't forget, it's going to cost rupees to upgrade those guys. So what I like to do is get about, it's going to cost, let's see here, it's going to cost 30 rupees per piece to get them up to the first level. or per set I should say, not per piece. It's 10 per piece, 30 per set. So depending on how many sets you want to upgrade to the first level, you know, it's 30 for each one. So I'm going to do the Barbarian, the Bone, and the Stealth. So that's going to be a total of 90 rupees already. Just say 100 for, you know, easy remembering. And then from there, it jumps up to 50 per piece. So now you're talking 150 per set. And I'm going to do 2 sets, so that's another 300 rupees. So I need an additional 400 rupees on top of buying the suits. And that's just the bare minimum. You might want to go over there with a little more than that. Of course, you can always, you know, warp back here, sell more stuff, and then warp back to the fairy fountain if you find you're a little short on cash. Alright guys, so I mentioned there were 2 fairies up here. Sometimes we'll see some random fish down in there, but all I'm seeing is them snake carps. Alright, so we have another Korok seed on top of the roof here. A little tricky to stay up here, but worth it in the end. Alright folks, so now that I'm kind of done on this side, just for quick travel, I'm going to kind of warp and then fly. Alright, so it's time to take a little bit of flight, kind of get across town here a little faster. Now you probably saw that blue dragon. They don't actually despawn, but they do take turns between the depths and the upper level here, the main area. So every now and again, when you're down in the depths, you might see one of the dragons flying by, and that's why. In fact, you can actually ride them completely around their entire loop. Pretty cool to do that. I haven't actually ridden one completely around. I just wanted to see if I could, you know, stay on the thing while it went into the depths. And I had to find a creative spot in its horns area to do that, because it takes a pretty steep deep dive. But I managed to stay on them. Pretty cool riding the lightning like that. Alright, so I'm going to take a moment just to kind of scoop up some of the honey here. Show you guys where some of the other lootable items might be that you might be interested in. But ultimately I'm looking for another Korok seed here. Alright, I can remove that pin now. I'm going to take just a quick walk around. I know there's a couple of goodies in here to be had. Oh, look at that lizard. Oh, beetles, guys. I'm totally just sprinting around, not even paying attention. Every now and again, I'll see bladed rhino beetles spawning here. So this is just another spot that you can check when you're trying to farm for those guys later on. And I'm not seeing any popping out at me right now. And if there were ever going to be any, they are no longer going to be here now. Oh man. I didn't want to take 3 bumps of the shield. I already wasted 1. Alright, so I got my honey. I got some other random stuff here. I'm not seeing beetles. I keep forgetting not to sprint. So yeah, anyway, it's just, you know, another good spot you might want to come check from time to time. I kind of got sidetracked there. That's for the barbarian armor later on. So if you do want to upgrade that thing past, you know, a certain point, you'll start needing those guys. I think you need razor claw crabs too. So those 2 we scooped up at Hontno, you might want to hold on to those. Alright folks, I'm going to get out of this little area now. I'm sure there was some more there, but I just kind of wanted to take a quick walk through for the quick stuff. So for now I'm going to climb this deal. And you can use a sin just to kind of speed up the process. Now there's a lot more to do in Kakariko, folks. I'm just really kind of getting Korok seeds and you know, shrine and whatnot for right now, because really I'm only here for my suits. But at some point, I'm going to take you guys through what all there is to do here with all the side quests. There is quite a lot, so that'll probably be, you know, several videos somewhere here in the future. Probably the near future. I won't make you guys wait too long on all that. Some of it's pretty lucrative. Alright, so this is really why I wanted to come up here. This is a great place, because like I said, guys, we're going to need these bad boys for the stealth suit. So now you're not going to get them all of what you need up here, but this definitely gives you a good head start. If not, it might even put you over to the finish line from what you had coming here. Alright, so again, this guy, I'm still kind of back and forth. It's kind of out of the way. So what I might do is just go ahead and do it, but I won't make you guys actually watch me run him all the way over there to the end. So I'll go ahead and activate him so you know where to go, and then from there I'll meet you guys back over in Kakariko. Alright, give me a second to get my mind right here. So you can actually pin that thing, that little hut, and that'll show you exactly where we're going. I need to find my friend. Alright folks, so I just got back from taking our good friend the Korok seed out. Now where is he? There he is, right there. So I'm back at this point. I wanted to take a quick moment. I did take care of this bad boy nest real quick. The weapon was kind of garbage. I thought that was actually a Dragon Bone Boko bow, I think they're called. But I think I'm getting my areas mixed up. I think I meant to hit something on the way to Hotno there, and I didn't. So normally I would have one of those already in my inventory. I'll get that figured out at some other point. Alright, so for right now, this is the last Korok seed on our hit list. And in order to get back into Kakariko, I just simply like to walk into the gate. There's kind of an area surrounded by these hanging things, so if you try to go in there, they'll yell at you. But I kind of like to do that on purpose. That way I can get back into the village without having to climb a ridiculous amount or take the time to warp back to the shrine or what have you. Alright folks, so welcome again to Kakariko. Now, before I actually finish up this segment of the video, there's the store we need to go to. But I'm going to take a minute and upgrade my... I think I got 4 more shrines from that last video I did. And I wanted to show you guys another beetle spawn location. And I'll walk super slow here just in case it does spawn in. Doesn't look like it is. Okay, sometimes on this tree right here, you'll get another electric beetle. I'm just not having that kind of luck right now. And again on this way out, you know, frogs, etc. Alright folks, I hope that helps you all out. When we come back, we're going to be doing some major suit upgrading. And I'm also going to walk you through that side quest. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Until the next time, happy hunting!